Coaches, Rick Stewart of All Access Coaching. I'm really excited to bring you this free video, and make sure you hit the subscribe and like button down below. It gives us valuable data as far as what coaches want. And also, if I can get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll start doing weekly YouTube clinics for free. And if you hit the like and subscribe button, you'll get notified when we upload new content. We're uploading 3 or 4 videos every week.
This is their first year doing this protection, and I'll be honest, they were really tough, mean linemen. They were big. They had always ran zone stuff where we went to. They loved to hit. They were good linemen. They were not good at cut blocking. They did not do well getting down on the ground. They hated it, but you'll still be able to see how well we cut off gaps, because everybody just taking that gap that they should take helped ensure there were no mistakes in pass protection. So this first play, that should have been hard to the right. So they don't do bad here. I really had to fight with these guys, though. Honestly, they hate it because they're big guys. They hated to go down to the ground, but everybody cuts the gap to their right. And now some linemen are trying to jump. Some people are trying to go off the edge. We have a small running back. I know blocking a big guy here on the edge, you think, oh, that's definitely a mismatch. It is a mismatch, but look how much pressure this quarterback is getting. All of these guys are here. All of their hands are down. Nobody's hands are down, or their bodies are down. Nobody has got a chance of getting their hands up in the air. And so this really helps try to get a pass off. Now, it was an incomplete pass. But even though it was an incomplete pass, this is the other angle. He's got plenty of time to throw that. If he throws a little ahead of him, we've got a good play right there. Here's the next play. Now, what we have right here is our center is he was a freshman here, so he really struggled. He didn't step back very much and help, but with this first half of this same team, we cut everybody. Not very many people were continuing to rush us, because in the first half, we cut blocked them very well. In the second half, they did not want to rush us anymore. So they really started setting back. It lets us complete the pass this time. You can turn it into a big play. Same play right here. The tight ends, sometimes we would try to talk them into cut blocking, but most of the time it was a pain for the tight ends to do it. It depends on what you have your splits. If you have short splits, NFHS, it's legal. I do not know about NCAA, honestly, rules. And so we really didn't even worry about it with tight ends, especially if we're going to their side, they would be going out on a route anyway. So sometimes we start just letting them run a backside route anyway, just to check and make sure the safety wasn't cheating on us. Okay, right here, this is everybody goes hard right. Even though this is more not quite play action, this is more of our quick game. in our quick game, we started blocking like this also. If we were going to have 7-man protection, we felt pretty good about this. If we only had 6-man protection, we were just hoping we got the ball out very quickly. We try not to do much 6-man protection, and I'm definitely not comfortable with 5-man. We worked on it some, but I do not like it personally, and I don't like spending practice time with it because we don't do a lot of straight drop back throws. We don't do a lot of 5 and 7-step drops, but on our quick game, we found it easier because the running back would never know which side you would like him to go away from the side the running back or the quarterback is going to throw it to. But it's very hard to tell that running back, hey, he's probably going to throw it over here on this, especially we have mirrored routes on both sides. So we just told these guys this year, hey, every time it's a quick pass, if it's a 60s pass, everybody goes hard right, the running back will go left. We tried to switch it up based on the formation, but the running backs struggled with that sometimes. So on this, everybody just goes hard right. And with this is actually a hook and ladder, but there's no pressure whatsoever coming up the middle. And you can't really see it from that angle. You might be able to see it from the next angle. But everybody cuts. I don't like the way the tackle cuts over there. He hated it anyway, but to the right, I have a couple more I'm going to show you. There was no play action there because this was our backup quarterback. He was scared, but everybody cut blocks to the right, and he has very little pressure. The one place he does have pressure from is, of course, their running backs. You have to have running backs really step up sometimes, but even without them stepping up much, we still have a lot of time to throw the ball. Spread out. You'll see we get lucky. This is early on the season. 2 years ago at Carter, this is early on the season. And they think they can just take the guy who's in front of them, and this lets this linebacker come free. We get lucky that it was the first scrimmage for this team also. And if this guy had went outside versus inside, our quarterback probably would have been hit in the head. So we get lucky right here with 2 guys coming in, but you're going to see, and we get a good pass off because we got out of the pocket. But what you're going to see when they pop up right here is everybody right here, boom, everybody's excited, and there's a shade right here, and the guard's like, oh, I'm stepping over and taking him, which is what he should do. The center should step and cup. If he steps over there, he'll cut off that linebacker a little bit. But if you can see his eyes, I don't know how well the video is over huddle, but his eyes are looking straight at that guy right now. He is wanting to hit that down lineman right now. He wants to go after him. He is not even thinking about anything but that down lineman. And as he steps over there, that guy can come free. Now, we get lucky. This lineman went inside, and our guard got to knock 2 guys off the rail. But that is why we have to make sure that when we say step cup, we just don't, a lot of people just go, oh, step cup, and they just turn right here. Well, if you turn there, you have left a gap between you and that guard, and that's a gap that a linebacker can get through. So when we say step cup, we want to step and cup. So we want to turn our butt. We want to make this guy was 290 pounds. We want to make that big butt sideways up against this guard if we can. So even if this gap's big, that's okay. But this gap, he can't get through there because there's a monstrosity in the way. So you want to step and cup and cut that gap off right here. Okay. The other couple things, of course, now I don't coach running backs, but everybody else should, step cup back, even the tight end. The running back does the best he can unless he's on a route. This running back, it's very important. This tackle is going to do the best he can to get out there. But here's the problem that I see. And I saw a question come up. I'll check on it in just a second. Here's a problem that I have found recently when people are punching, especially in this block right here. A lot of people, it seems nowadays, a lot of players are using the punch, and they're not using the punch to go hit somebody. They're using the punch so they don't get hit. They extend their arms out as a kind of a cushion or spring so they can go touch the guy and then let him ease into their body. And that, I think, is what has really hurt some teams when they're trying to punch a lot. If you've got now some of these players, you'll see in some of these guys will punch, and then they're violent. When they're punching, they're throwing their head in there, their body, they're trying to hurt people. But sometimes they're reaching out and just trying to catch people. And you can get a lot of reach blocks when you block like this guy does right here, because he steps out there, but he's not stepping out with cocked arms, low, ready to punch, like, hey, I've got a big bench press, I'm going to punch you. He steps out with his arms straight out in the air. Okay, that wasn't too bad, but he does, you'll see in a few of these films, they step out there and they're reaching for people. Okay. Also, this running back right here was one of our backup running backs who's a starting linebacker. So he comes down to hit, but you really got to get those running backs attacking that outside pad. That will, even if they don't attack it super hard, that's going to help seal this block so the quarterback can get outside here. Because once that quarterback gets out the pocket, he's got an easy throw over there.
Coaches, I really hope you got some great information from that YouTube video. Again, hit the subscribe and like button down below. It gives us valuable data. And if I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll do free YouTube clinics. And you also get notified when I'm doing those YouTube clinics and when I upload new content to this channel. Thanks for watching, coaches.